Alright, Chris and Lee, what are we calling it? Oh yeah, Claire's gonna be happy. I know I am. Boy, this is beautiful. It's supposed to look prettier than that. So here's the plan. Tomorrow morning at 6 we drive to Port McNeil. The boat goes from the spot it's stored right now to a place where we can sand the underside and put a new undercoat on. And then we're going to spend a day tuning it, getting it all ready, oil changes, blah blah blah, boring stuff. Polish it up, and then get an appraisal this weekend as well. And then on Monday we're going to launch it.
Monday's splash day. That's what you're supposed to say.
Splash day. And then Monday it's coming off the hard, going in the truck, and we're going to drive it from Port McNeil south. So that's 220 nautical miles, which is close to, on land, it's 500 and some odd K. Holy, some trip. So it's 5 in the morning, and I'm just waiting for Shane and Paul to show up so that we can get on the road. Well, we got to the boat here and it's already on the trailer, so that was a really nice surprise. And I've gotten everything keyed up to have it put into the new location so we can do the bottom paint. Yeah, and it looks awesome. So I'm just sanding the side of the boat here, and I don't know if you can see it very good, but I'm going to set it up a little better. Let's see. This isn't easy. Geez, Claire, you've been doing a good job, honey. Okay, there. Well, I got that done. We got the new lines on here. Got them pretty straight. I just got to pull that green line off. Got it all polished down here. Paul's still down there painting away. So the ambition is that today we get all the underside painted, a second coat of paint on it, as well as some of the mechanical stuff. Here's my mechanic right here, Stacy. He's going to be out here right away. So after a pretty big day of effort, this is our kind of end result of what we accomplished today. Oh, it's so awesome. I'm so stoked. This is great. Here comes the paint line, the new decal. Look at that, crisp, crisp, crisp. So how nice did that turn out? Oh man, I'm so excited about that. There's a lot of what do you call, slime on it that's left over from just being stored for a lot of years, like this sort of business. So we're just pressure washing it off. It's everywhere, right? So we gotta take it off and get it all cleaned up. The decals on the back are coming off. Boar's Nest is what it was called, but you know, we're not calling it the Boar's Nest. It's going to be called Kismet. Claire called it, and I thought I was just so happy when I came home after we first came out here and looked at it, and Claire said, let's call it Kismet. And I was like, I knew what Kismet meant right away. I was like, oh, I was just shocked. I got the right wife. Anyways, so here it is. It's looking pretty good. So day 2 of the adventure, we're leaving the Hideaway Hotel and looking for a Timmy's, and there's no such thing apparently, but there may be. I don't know. I just don't know where one is. Now we're gonna hit the petrol can for coffees and off to the boat. It's a nice chipper day. My bro Stacy's come out. Hello. We'll see how that works out in the next little bit in the rain. Well, we got a little bit more done today. It's a long day. We got the survey done, things installed, some electronics, brought the fishing poles in. Got those hanging up there now. Got the props polished, got the zincs on. We changed the manifold on one of the exhausts. Tested the anchor, it works awesome. You just push your foot on it, it works. So that's kind of fun. We should be ready to rock and roll tomorrow. We made it back to the Hideaway.
We did it.
Probably gonna have a beer, crash out, get ready for work again tomorrow morning. Oh, I got some mud on my face. Ooh. Just getting packed up out of the hotel here. We were at the Hideaway, and yeah, we're just heading up to the boat. The guys that are going to launch the boat said that they were going to be able to launch it for us at around lunchtime. And look at that big orange thing in the sky. Yeah, we got some sunshine. So we've been polishing the boat for a little bit now, and it's a lot of work, man. I know it's been a lot of fun. We hopefully we're waiting today to have the guys come out to pick it up and put it in the water. So until then, we'll just keep polishing it until they show up. Well, we did all the engine work yesterday, and there's still a couple of things we'd like to do, but this is how that shine's starting to look. It's tough to see from way back there, but here you get a little bit of the glass. Oh, so nice. Took the decals off because it's not going to be called that anymore. We're going to break a bottle of champagne when we launch it. Polished up the props. You can put new zincs on there. It's got twin V drives, so pretty cool, man. All right, Chris and Lee, what are we calling it? Kismet. Woo! Woo! All right, happy, honey. I'll call you when we're underway. We're just going to the fuel dock. But turns out we got some pretty awesome weather. The engines are doing awesome. This is our view right now. Everything seems to be just nice. Paul, my first mate here. Say hi, Paul. Where'd you go? Right now we're only doing like maybe 6 knots or something, but we got her up to 15, and it does it without even a hesitation. Oh yeah, Claire's gonna be happy. I know I am. Boy, this is beautiful. So we're pushing through to Telegraph Cove right now. I'm supposed to tie up on B dock, which is nice long fingers, so I shouldn't have too much problems navigating in there. It says that it's supposed to be like an hour away if we do it at this speed, but yeah, things seems to be running well enough. Right there is Alert Bay. Gonna cook some eggs. Finally got the found the alcohol for the alcohol stove. That was a bit of a hunt. It was hidden somewhere, and we finally found it right where it was supposed to be. We broke the couple of eggs, so eggs for dinner, which is awesome. The fact that our stove is actually melting butter. It's an alcohol stove, and it's also an electric stove. So the stretch of water we're going through, it's pretty active, a lot of current. So probably better for us to just play it safe and be nice and boring. We're not sailing Zatara or one of the 10 other people that are killing it out there. How fun. So I will talk to you guys a little bit later on. Have a good night. First night on the boat, waking up in this beautiful Telegraph Cove. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. And the boat is doing just awesome. But look at this. How nice is that? Yeah, I think Claire's going to be really excited when she gets a chance to go on this, because the last one was really bouncy. This one has a whole lot more width to it, so it's a lot more stable. pretty. What a beautiful little place though. So I just was cruising along there and I saw some fish jumping, so I'm like, oh my gosh. And now, what? Look at this place. Oh, this is a good spot in the world, I'll tell you. As close to heaven as it could be, short of we had the kids here and the wife. Oh, they'll love this. This will be so nice for everybody.
Oh, I'm sure.
So hopefully we catch a fish here. I think this is a house on a cliff. How cool is that? There's a whirlpool right there. That's a fun one. I'm just FaceTiming with Claire, although she paused it. There she is. Hi. But I got my earbuds in so I can hear her because I'm up on the bridge. As we come out of Campbell River, it opens up to a huge body of water, so we'll get real sea, you know, oceans and waves and all that sort of stuff. Probably not swells like we do in the Strait of Juan de Fuca, but we'll see how it works out. Yeah, Claire says there's good salmon fishing right here, but as it turns out, I'm not a very good fisherman, so I'm just making good time. We'll figure out how to fish in Victoria. Just like glass. Oh, honey, you would have loved this trip, sort of. But that corner right there, we're gonna turn right there, and that is gonna be Comox. You don't get a whole lot of days where the water's like this. It's just like glass. Just glass. So lucky, just blessed. I'm taking my wife on FaceTime where I'm staying tonight, so she doesn't worry about me. And this is pretty cool. We tied off to a mooring buoy. Thought that might just be fun. There's my neighbors. There's more neighbors. Like, this is just a little bit of heaven, I think. Like, if you just look at that, I think that that's just how pretty. Hasn't been a lot of time for fishing, but at the same time, I think I mentioned it, I'm not really good at fishing, so I got to work on that. But, you know, it's just a matter of time. Once Luke gets his...
Oh yeah, Luke said, I want to go fishing the day after Dad gets back.
Oh yeah, has he been watching videos on how to catch fish?
No.
Because I'm not just tying hooks all day.
Did they teach you how to catch fish on TikTok, Luke?
Did you like the christening?
Did I like what?
The christening of the boat? Kismet?
Yeah.
Good night, Dad.
Night, Lukey. Love you.
Stay safe. Catch fish.
I'm not catching fish till I get home. Look at all the fish jumping here. Just all these little fish are jumping right here in front of me.
Get your net.
No kidding. Like there's something underneath there trying to get them because they're just bait fish.
Yeah.
Look at these guys going. They're having a blast. Just flying in here. They're screaming and shouting. Woo! Oh, is that a seal? Oh, it's an otter. Told ya. Just missed it. It'll be up. I knew there was something chasing those bait fish. This one has a kid on the front of a stand-up paddleboard. Two bald eagles right there. Two bald eagles playing with each other. It's tough to film this because the boat's rocking. We got out of Comox and we're making good time towards Victoria here at 15 knots. It's really beautiful. It's really blessed with the weather we've got in this trip. I'm aiming straight for that point there. That's the fastest way, it says, so I might as well just go for it. Last night, one of the engines was not really cooperating, so this morning I horsed around with it for a couple hours and decided to change the fuel pump, and that was what it was. So awesome. And the carbs are running pretty decent. Everything seems to be running nicely. This island here is Gabriola. We're just getting into some tanker traffic. Pretty cool. That's Lanceville. Nice little beach. So now we'll be going in between Gabriola and Vancouver Island. A bunch of guys over here fishing. This is awesome. So can't wait for the wife and kids to get out here. They'll be just thrilled. Claire said that Luke had said to her, "I think Dad's in his happy place." That's my boy, he knows me. There's a ferry coming in from probably Horseshoe Bay, Vancouver, North Van. Little tug right here pulling this big barge of sawdust, I guess. I don't know what the hell it is. Look at this big tanker. This is the busiest spot I've been in so far since we've left. Well, we're going through this tiny little narrows here, right here. Yeah, look at the current here. This is awesome. So we're definitely ebbing. It's like a little river we're going through here. So I'm doing 7 knots. I bet you I'm going to go a lot 8. I'm not hitting the gas at all. 8.77. 60 feet deep right here. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, so we definitely hit that at the right time. It's ebbing out, so it's pushing us through here. It pushed us up. We're doing 9 knots now from 7. Dropped down to 8.5. The currents here are pretty cool. Did mention that there is a hazard here, but we hit it at a slack, so, or a slight ebb, and we're just right through that, no problem. Nice. It's a nice little house up here. We were making really good time on the way to Victoria, and I wanted to pass a tug because I just don't want to have any kind of, what do you call, controversy, or, you know, I'm just like, want everything to be really cool when I'm boating. I was doing about 15 knots, and I thought, well, I'll just get ahead of this guy and get around him so he doesn't have to slow down, or even though I got right away. So I put the hammer down. I was doing about 18K, and then my starboard engine started heating up. Before I did this trip, I thought I better go to buy an impeller for a saltwater pump. I went to Trotac Marine in Victoria, and I said, I don't know I know the engine. It's a 350 Mercruiser. Do you have any idea what kind of impeller? He says, well, it's one of these two. I said, well, I'll take them both. Well, I'll be damned. Guess what? What was overheating the engine was that. It's supposed to look prettier than that. It wasn't pushing enough water through the engine, and it was heating up. And this is what a brand new one looks like. Woohoo! In the back package. No rips and no missing fins. So tomorrow, I will be putting the hammer down, and it's going to go like a rocket. So pretty excited. It's a little bit later, and we got the impeller done. This is the unit right here. That's the saltwater pump right there. So pulled that out and painted it up, changed the part, and the parts that fell off of it were all in this unit right here. So I'm really glad that I checked that, because it was completely clogged. It's like a whole bunch of like straws going through there. It's just another heat exchanger, but a small one. And I got it all. I was so stoked. Rough life out here right now, though. I caught like a bazillion little flatfish, but they were only about the size of my fist, so nothing for dinner. I was kind of hoping I'd have some use for that lemon juice I bought. Anyways, that's my perhaps boring spiel, as I'm sure someone I know would think that. She's going to be editing this and rolling her eyes, I know that, if she does. This is the prettiest part, a fishing net in front of all that beautiful water. Oh yeah, and a buzz bomb on the end of my rod. Woohoo! Well, we're powering through to Victoria today, and now we're into the ferry lane. So there's the ferry that's coming out of Sydney, I'm sure. And I'd imagine that this is Salt Spring Island right here. Anyways, it says here that we'll be back in Victoria at 9:30. And the Navtronics, I guess this one's called. Man, that's an awesome little system. So easy. So easy to navigate with that. I got the Lowrance here too, but you know, like it's a little dated, so I'm just using it as a depth sounder. Yeah, so we'll get in. I'll phone the wife and about 8:30. Let her know we'll be in for 9:30, and then I'm sure they'll meet us down at the marina.
Good morning. It is Thursday morning. I looked on our GPS and Sean is pulling in very close to the harbor. So we're all going to get dressed and go watch him drive our new boat into the harbor. They're so cute. Look at how cute your little babies are.
Pulling into Victoria Harbor, back home. I think Claire and the kids are over on the dock over there.
There he is. Coming into the inner harbor.
I lose my breath whenever I see you.